Good morning, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Levi Nolasco. I'm a top producing realtor here in sunny Las Cruces, New Mexico. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Elks area. A lot to see in this area, a few different ranges of houses that I'm going to take you through. This is going to be a bit of a longer video because I'm going to do a neighborhood tour. So I'm going to put myself in a little box down at the corner and give you some information as we cruise around the neighborhood. We're in my neighborhood. This is called Elks. And it's a very large neighborhood that's located right off of Highway 70 where it turns into Main Street. My wife and I could have selected anywhere in Las Cruces to live, but we chose the Elks area for a few reasons. Growing up in Silver City, I lived on 5 acres about 5 miles outside of Silver City, so it felt incredibly isolating and lonely. When we moved here, I wanted to get a house, especially now that we have kids, and I wanted to get a place that was closer to town so that we can easily go do something fun, and also a place that had quick access to amenities. In this video, you're gonna see that everything's dead, so the neighborhoods are gonna look a little brown and not as inviting as they do in the spring and summertime. So in the Elks area, you're gonna have a wide range of property types. Where I live, and what I really like about our neighborhood is it was built mainly in the 60s, so we have a lot of what I would consider mid-century ranch brick houses. And a lot of the neighbors that bought these houses are the original owners, so they're starting to phase out and the new generations are starting to come in, so the neighborhood's kind of taking a turn. Now with these houses that are a little older, of course, you just, if you're interested, you just want to make sure you do a thorough home inspection. The systems are older, so those are things that you'll need to check. We also have some newer areas of Elks where we have Pueblo style houses and some brand new builds from a few different builders. Okay, so some pros about living in the Elks area. Ease of access to things that I enjoy, going to the trails, going off-roading, riding bikes, even riding bikes on paved surfaces. This area has the Traverse Trail system, which will take you up to NMSU or down through downtown. This neighborhood's incredibly walkable. We walk here every single day, and it always seems like there's something new to look at. We always find some beautiful house with amazing landscaping that we stop and take a look at and admire for a bit. We've seen on walks the Starlink satellite system floating over this gigantic sky here, as you can see. We're also a city that has low light pollution, so from my backyard, even though I'm very close to the city, I can see every single star in the sky as long as there's no clouds, which there usually aren't. Every area is going to have its cons, and this is what I came up with. We live close to Elks Boulevard, and Elks Boulevard, I'm going to show it on the scooter, but it gets pretty busy, and people drive kind of fast there. It's a little sketchy to walk right on that street, and I think we have the worst intersection in Las Cruces, which I'll show you again on video. Another thing I noticed is that when it's raining in Sonoma Ranch, and raining hard, I'll look out my window and it's completely dry. So I was like, yes, that is the neighborhood that I want to live in. And this neighbor has really nice trees too. Okay. Creed, another really pretty street. Hanson, awesome street right here too. Huge trees. This is 2712 Spitz Avenue. This is listed by Cesar and Tanya Alde. They have a YouTube channel and they probably have a video of that house. That might be a good one to look at. This isn't the most beautiful start to a trail, but I'm on the Traverse Trail. So this is the one that'll take you to NMSU, and it's off the street, but it rides next to the street. And then the other side, going the west side, will take you through downtown, and it has a couple different options. So you can go to downtown, you can go out to the county, you can get to Mesilla. There's just a whole huge, intricate trail system in our backyard. Okay, so let's get the directional mics back to my voice real quick. So we're at the top of Elks. We're going west towards Sonoma Ranch. You have the Icebox Brewery, really good, that's local. You have Lowe's, my second home, and then right behind here you have a dispensary called Bluntly. Okay, so this is a pretty good point of view. So we have Sonoma Ranch directly in front of us. Do you see that big dam, that dam? That is a noise barrier and also diverts water from the Sonoma Ranch area. So all the folks that live in Sonoma Ranch have these amenities right next to them, but they don't have to hear anything from the highway. Let's see, what else can we show you? This is Highway 70, so now this turns into Highway 70. And then you have I-25 running perpendicular. You have the Doña Ana Mountains right in front of us. That's the one I go to on the weekend just because it's closer. But as you can see, still from this area, we're surrounded by mountains. So you could really take your pick. Okay, let's get into that new area or newer area of Elks. Okay, so we're getting into this new development that was built out, I believe, starting 2022. It is right next to I-25. I think that's one of the hurdles that sellers and buyers have to overcome. To me, it's not a big deal. I've lived over a freeway in Los Angeles and I'm used to it. You hear it once and it's done. But I know a lot of people complain about that, and you know, my fix for that would be to get a nice yard feature. If you like this neighborhood, to get a nice water feature in your yard, do some privacy fencing, something like that. Because the hard part about this neighborhood right now is that it's so new that I don't think people take too much interest in it because the trees aren't developed, it's not that mature. But if you have some time and you buy a house in here and you're able to ride out the mature, you're able to live here long enough for things to mature, you're going to get that appreciation with it. So I think it's a good option to look if you're going to be living in a house for the next 3 to 7 years. 3 to 7 years plus. Oh, and one thing, sorry, keep on stopping. One thing I wanted to explain real quick. You see my gloves on. It's like 54 degrees out here, but I am freezing because that's very cold for New Mexico. For Las Cruces. Another point house right here, I believe. Tanya and Caesar. So let's stop for a second. Well, oh, actually up here. Neighbors jamming out down there. It's okay. Let's see. So here, it's one of the last remaining lots in this area. And yeah, you're right up against it, but again, get creative, take advantage of the price, and build out something that quiets it down a little bit. Most of this neighborhood, and I believe all of the houses on the street were built out by the French brothers. So you have some pretty good builders right here. Hello. Ooh, that's a nice house. Damn. Okay. Oh, hold on. That's Oneida. So we're on another part of the Elks area. This is the east side of Elks Drive. You'll find new and older houses mixed in. Again, really nice option. You're tucked away kind of in between two of the busier streets, so you don't hear much of anything. And yeah, really nice trees, perfect views, I'm sorry, mountain views. Oh, that's good landscaping right there.